Good morning, CG. I'm Annabelle.
And I'm Bella.
And this is your CGTV Broadcast for Friday, January 17th. In artificial intelligence, students and teachers have had to adopt to some of their practices in the classroom. Prabdeep and Amira have a story on the use of AI in classrooms.
AI has a reputation for being a tool for cheating. However, some students know it can be helpful.
It shouldn't be banned. I think it could still be used as a resource for better, but students shouldn't be like copy and pasting.
There's many ways to study using AI.
I use AI in the way to create study guides for myself so that I can study over and over again. And I use it to help just explain answers rather than just get answers.
Sophomore Sierra Ferry finds applications for AI, especially in math and science.
I have an equation that I don't really know how to solve. AI explains the steps for me, and it helps me out for future other problems that I have to solve.
English teacher Mrs. Bickley knows that not all uses for AI are positive or helpful.
I had a couple of students who used AI to find quotes, but the AI didn't actually find quotes from the story, it made up quotes.
The assistant principal, Mrs. Ferguson, explains the misuse of AI and their consequences.
It can greatly benefit students when they use it to get additional information and read it to think about different ways to address the topic. The concern is that they use it instead of thinking.
The usage of AI in school is complicated, but it has useful applications, but can also have consequences.
Thanks, girls.
Pre-Panchal caught up with two students, Damian Holland and Xavier Robinette, who create video games. Pre-Panchal brings us a story.
Many people play games, but junior Xavier Robinette and junior Damian Holland actually make them. Robinette and Holland have a long history together making games.
Really, I've just been been doing it for a long time. Ever since elementary school, I've just been screwing around in Scratch and stuff. Most of the time, I was just editing other people's things they made of it. But over time, I started eventually making my own stuff, and just completely from nothing.
Damien is the one who got me into game development. We were just in about 5th grade. We were having free time on our Chromebooks, and then he showed me the Scratch engine, and then I started doing what he did originally. Just started messing with other people's games. And I started moving off into my own thing, and then we formed it into our main impersonating.
Making a game may seem simple, but it has a lot of steps.
Quite a bunch of stuff that goes into it. You're gonna have to have concepts initially. Maybe if it's a bit more elaborate, you might want to draw it down before you make it. And then you'll have making sprites, which are the graphics. And I usually make all of those first before doing anything else. Usually. Sometimes I might have placeholder sprites or stuff. And then I actually start programming the thing and make it interact with any other things if needed. Usually at the very tail end of making this thing, I'll add the sounds. And that involves a lot of sound editing.
Thanks, Preet.
Preet also got connected with Natalie Holverson to talk about the involvement in the Finn board. The Finn board helps us set up the first robotics events such as the FLL semi-state competition.
A lot of people join robotics for the robots, but senior Natalie Holverson has found something else, the Finn board. You probably haven't heard about the Finn board, so here's Holverson to tell you more.
What we do is we organize outreach events as well as different aspects of competitions in order to make sure that all the teams involved have a better experience. We organize roundtables so students can come together and talk about issues that are important to them. We go talk to rookie teams to kind of help them out, give them advice on how to structure leadership, ways they can kind of help recruit, where they can find funding, sponsors, donors, different things like that.
Being on the Finn board has a lot of responsibilities, but they can be diverse.
At this event, I'm a judging assistant, so what I do is I go to the pits, which is kind of the little kind of movable workshops of the teams, and I collect the team for judging. I take them to the judging room, kind of talk to them, hype them up, make sure they're feeling okay, have everything that they need, are excited. I take them into the judging room where they talk to the judges for about 30 minutes, giving a big presentation over a community project that they chose and their robot. I kind of help the judges a little bit with feedback, making sure that the teams kind of understand the parameters, different things like that. Then I take the teams back to the pits, and then afterwards I go over some of the feedback and nominations we got from the teams to decide on certain awards.
The Fin Board has a lot to offer, but why would someone join?
So I joined the Fin Board because it was recommended to me by a couple of friends that graduated in the last couple of years that were on it, and they told me it was a really good way to get involved with supporting teams, whether that be trying to increase the number of diversity with women in STEM, different types of inclusion, and as well as providing and helping teams to find financial backing from the state.
With everything Holverson has done, I'm wondering, what is your favorite part about being on the Fin Board?
My favorite part about being on the Fin Board is being able to interact with people from teams all across the state. There's about 21 of us on different teams spanning all across the state. There's people up in Castle, there's people down in Washington, there's people all over the place. And we come together once a month to work on our goals for the year, one of which is things like promoting women in STEM, trying to get more girls involved because there's not a lot of girls involved in FIRST, as well as things like helping teams find more sponsors because robotics isn't cheap. Robots are expensive. Different things like that, and overall just kind of trying to create a more tight-knit community in the FIRST community, which is something I'm really passionate about, and that's probably my favorite thing about the Fin Board.
If the Fin Board seems like the thing for you, you can apply through FIRST Robotics in the spring. Back to the studio.
Thanks again, Preet.
Another organization that many students are a part of at CG is JROTC. Asa Sherman, Charlie Bennington, and Maya Kraus bring us the info on this organization.
Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, also known as JRCC, meets in room 552 twice a week to make its students better citizens. In these meetings, students can expect lessons on how to be a good citizen, lessons on discipline, and plenty of physical training. Amelia Valentine, a running member of JRCC, has a unique perspective on JRCC, showing us how it defies popular belief.
We practice physical fitness, and it also helps the cadets, which are the students that are in the course. It helps the cadets get their grades up. My grades have personally gone up a lot quicker because of JROTC, because we practice a lot of different things instead of just exercises and stuff like that, but we do military type stuff. But contrary to popular belief, it is not something to get you to join the Army.
Students have found a multitude of different reasons to join JRCC, whether that be getting better grades, developing their skills as a citizen, getting to know the basics of military training, or just to get more friends. Matthew Ankow, another avid member of JRCC, shares his reasoning behind joining JRCC and shares his perspective on why others might.
Number one, obviously, like me, interested in the military. Other people might have done it to replace gym, because I'm almost positive it replaces a physical credit. And then some people just went in. They didn't even know they were in it until it was on their schedule. So they were just put in the class, I think, are the main reasons.
JRCC provides weekly lessons and teachings along with their regular meetings. These lessons are meant to make students more productive and better members of society. Matthew Ankow, a member who frequently participates in these lessons, now further explains their significance and purpose.
Help younger people become better citizens, become a functioning member of society is what I would say JRCC is for. For example, what we're learning now, anger management, stress management. When you're in the workforce, or let's say you're at a job, knowing how to control your stress, and even high school, knowing how to control your stress, your anger, I think is very important.
Even with the many benefits of JRCC, many students don't know how to join or participate in it. James Garber, a former command sergeant major who co-runs JRCC, shares the benefits of JRCC and how one could join.
If you want to join JRCC, you can come talk to me or Lieutenant Colonel McElrath and go talk to your counselor. You can join second semester and the beginning of next year if they're looking to join.
JRCC remains to run weekly at CG, teaching its students lessons of respect, citizenship, and discipline, and remains eager for new members. Now, back to the studio.
Thanks, guys.
Last but not least, on this week's episode of Trojan Talk, Callie Beaver and Elena Miller asked friends about their New Year's resolutions.
Hi, I'm Callie.
And I'm Alana.
And today we're going to be seeing what two best friends would think the other person would fail as a New Year's resolution.
Braylee, what would Olivia fail at as a New Year's resolution?
Not hating people.
Olivia, what would Braylee fail at as a New Year's resolution?
Talking to more people.
Jax, what do you think Jackson would fail at as a New Year's resolution?
I think Jackson would fail at growing out his hair. I said it. Yeah.
Jackson, what do you think Jax would fail at as a New Year's resolution?
I think he's going to continue doom scrolling for hours.
Yeah, I will. Okay, what would be one New Year's resolution that Magnolia would fail at?
Staying up super late.
Yeah. Okay, Magnolia, what is one New Year's resolution Chloe would fail at? Probably taking naps.
That's very valid.
She just want to say that she want to be more productive, and she would.
That's fair. Okay. What would Grayson fail at as a New Year's resolution?
Cutting back on like screens and video games.
Brady, what is one thing that Brayden would fail at as a New Year's resolution?
Falling asleep in geometry.
Brayden, what is one thing that Brady would fail at?
No cookies.
Yeah, I'm kind of big bag.
Jaden, what is one thing that he would fail at as a New Year's resolution?
Eating healthier.
All right. And what would he fail at?
Growing his mustache out.
Kirsten, what New Year's resolution would Kendall fail at?
Probably being less of an overthinker.
And Kendall, what New Year's resolution would Kirsten fail at?
I think getting outside more.
Liam, what New Year's resolution would he fail at?
He would fail at not eating junk food.
Okay. And what New Year's resolution would Liam fail at?
Cooperating. He would fail at cooperating.
Thanks for playing, CG. Those were great resolutions. Now back to the studio.
That's all we have for you today, CG. Follow us on Instagram at CG Trojan Year or Trojan Year Sports and visit our website at trojanyear.com. Bye. Bye.